The Boeing 757-300 is quite a desirable aircraft to fly on as an aviation enthusiast. When I found a Delta flight featuring the aircraft for $99, I knew I couldn't pass up the opportunity. Join me as we travel from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta on Delta Air Lines Boeing 757-300. This is going to be a fun ride and my first 757 flight in 8 years. So let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Welcome to Fort Lauderdale International Airport on this beautiful January morning. I was very impressed with Terminal D at Fort Lauderdale where Delta operates. This is a stunning facility with so many nice amenities. The check-in and security process was nice and simple. I was checked in within 5 minutes and through security within another 10. Now that we're inside TSA, let's make our way over to gate D6 where we'll find our aircraft for today's flight. Docked up here at gate D6 is where we'll find November 586 November Whiskey, a nearly 20-year-old Boeing 757-300. Originally delivered to Northwest in November of 2022, this aircraft has splitter cycles about 40-60 between Northwest and Delta. I've always wanted to fly on board a Boeing 757-300 as I've flown two 200s, so this will be a very special flight. With all this going on, let's go ahead and get on board, everybody. Welcome to seat 28 on board this Boeing 757-300. Present at this seat is the seatback contents, an adequate amount of legroom, and an in-flight entertainment unit. Let's go ahead and begin our pushback from gate D6, everybody.
You're already at 1 hour and 23 minutes for the flight time. That's how long it takes to cover 523 miles.
Prepare doors for departure, cross 6 Alpha.
Let's begin our pushback from gate D6, everybody. Be sure to stay on the lookout for all the in-flight videos as those will be coming out very soon. And here we go for our takeoff from runway 10 left, everybody. I really hope you all enjoy this takeoff as there are some stunning views and sounds on this departure.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh my. There's the 757. Here we go.
What a stunning takeoff that was. We'll talk about it more once we get to our cruise altitude, so let's climb up to 35,000 feet, everybody. This is my first Delta Airlines trip report in quite some time, and saying that they have a really good hard product would be an understatement. Delta Airlines provides some really nice seat padding across their fleet. This aircraft is no exception to that standard. In addition, Delta Airlines provides in-flight entertainment units on almost all of their mainline aircraft. This is really impressive as Delta is the only US legacy carrier to provide in-flight entertainment units on almost all their aircraft, although United is making strides to get there. Delta's in-flight entertainment units provide standard features such as live TV, movies, and a flight tracker. I think Delta's flight tracker is really cool as the graphics and different views look really nice. To complement this, the Delta Airlines app provides some expected information such as your arrival time and gate. Overall, Delta provides some quality entertainment with their in-flight entertainment system. Let's dive into some detail about Delta's Boeing 757-300 fleet and the route from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta. Delta Airlines has a fleet of 16 Boeing 757-300s in their fleet, all of which came from Northwest during that merger in the late 2000s. This particular aircraft, November 586 November Whiskey, was delivered to Northwest on November 21st, 2002. Delta has done a great job of utilizing their Boeing 757-300s on various high-demand routes across the United States, one of which, Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta, facilitates Delta's Boeing 757-200s, 757-300s, and 767-300s. This route is very popular for a few reasons. One, it serves as a reliever for passengers traveling to the Miami area as the MIA airport can be swamped. Second, this route is usually very affordable. Both Spirit and Frontier Airlines regularly provide fares below $50. As an aviation enthusiast, I wanted to fly on board my first ever Boeing 757-300, so that's why I paid $99 instead of $19 with say Frontier. As we know, however, there is a time and place for every aviation enthusiast to fly low-cost carriers, and since I had a suitcase on this flight, by the end of the day, by the time I paid for a window seat and had the bag, the price would have been pretty close to Delta's $99 fare. So that's why I chose to take Delta's Boeing 757-300 on this particular city pair, as this is one of the cheapest routes to feature the aircraft type to my knowledge. With that and this flight working perfectly into my plans, it was a no-brainer to knock out my first ever Boeing 757-300. That's probably enough talk here though, so let's jump back into the in-flight experience, everybody. Alrighty everybody, let's take a look at our seat right here. So some really nice legroom right here. Was very glad to see that, especially for just a preferred seat. This is not a Comfort Plus seat, so I was very impressed. There's the seat back contents, which we'll dive into next. And we have that really cool drink pouch right there, whatever that is for Delta. I think that's a really cool attribute of their seats. Here's the tray table, nice and clean. You absolutely love to see it. It extends easily. That's exactly what you'd want there, so that's absolutely fantastic. Here's the in-flight entertainment unit again. Again, really comprehensive and has some really great features on it, so you love to see that. Also really cool how it lights up with the aux and the USB port when you put your hand over it, so that's really cool. Air vents, reading lights, all those fun amenities as we know and love. And then a very nice window right here. This particular seat 28 actually features two of them, which is really nice, and what a view that is. Already, since the last time we did Delta Airlines trip report, they are down to two seat back contents, starting right here with the one you have to have, the Boeing 757 safety card. And their safety cards are so nice. I love the colors that they add to them. The graphics look so nice. So Delta's certainly on the top with regards to their safety cards, so this is certainly a really good example of that on this Boeing 757-300 aircraft type. So looking absolutely fantastic. And I guess I need the stand, even though I've been only sitting down for an hour at this point. Just kidding, of course. And then you have the air sickness bag, which is what you would expect as well. No magazine though, so what can you say? After a quick and enjoyable flight, it is already time to begin our descent into Atlanta. Since Atlanta was utilizing a west flow on this day, our approach would be rather simple. We'd come in from the southeast and make a slight bank to line up this Boeing 757-300 for runway 28. Let's dive into the clouds and see what this landing is all about. I thought Delta Airlines did an excellent job with this flight from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta. The seat was awesome, the service was sufficient, and this is exactly what you would hope for as an aviation enthusiast and a general passenger. From the convenience of Fort Lauderdale Airport to the in-flight entertainment units, this flight was absolutely outstanding in many regards. As previously mentioned, this is the most expensive option to fly between these two cities, but it's tough to be frustrated as Delta didn't present any gotchas with this fare like bag fees, seat selections, and more. This was quite a sentimental flight on board my third ever Boeing 757, and I'm really fortunate that Gemini Jets made a 1:400 scale model aircraft of this exact registration, November 586 November Whiskey. I want to give a huge thank you to AS Aviation for informing me of this and selling me that exact model out of his collection, as he had some duplicates he was clearing out. I'm very fortunate to have a model in November 586 November Whiskey, and it makes this flight even more special. Be sure to check out the Delta Air Lines 757-300 trip report that AS Aviation did on his channel. It was a really great video. If you're looking for an exact model of an aircraft you've flown in real life, the Delta 757-300 provides some really good chances, ironically enough. Gemini Jets has made 7 different registrations of Delta 757-300s, so your chances are nearly 50%. AS Aviation flew November 591 November Whiskey, and Gemini Jets made that exact registration as well, so you definitely have a good chance to fly on the exact registration and get a model of it. This is a trip report though, and not a model airplane assessment, so in short, Delta Airlines did a remarkable job with this flight, and I'll definitely be excited to fly on board their Boeing 757 again in the future. Be sure to stay on the lookout for all the in-flight content from this flight, the upcoming Atlanta plane spotting and Delta Flight Museum content, and so much more on the way, but nevertheless, here's our landing on runway 28 at Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. Enjoy, everybody. Welcome to Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport, everybody. We'll have a nice little taxi over to gate 830 to dock up this powerful aircraft. Let's go taxi over there. Thank you guys so much for watching this trip report on Delta Airlines' Boeing 757-300 from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta. Be sure to stay on the lookout for all the in-flight content from this leg of the trip, the Delta Flight Museum and plane spotting content, and so much more to come. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.